We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Smith, RPO, and that's locked it. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly.
Here we go.
If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
He's going to keep it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the pistol, Smith. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The master of play action, Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Elijah Cansey in on the stop. Third down and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's in! Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Smith. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's Pierce. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Here's 3rd and 7.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Geno. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Pierce. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On play action, Smith. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
It's a gain of 19 in the air. That's a Steeler first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That is caught side of the end zone. Roman Wilson, touchdown Pittsburgh.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Throwing, Rodgers. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
A give, left side, here comes Hall. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. And the Jets have a 1st down. Rodgers to throw. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Conklin goes in motion. They will run it over center with Hall. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Next to score, Jets 14, Steelers 7.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. Wes Watkins going to bring it back. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Smith. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
At their own 27-yard line.
Rodgers going to give this to Allen. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Rodgers. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now a 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
1st down for Aaron. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
What I loved about this play, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker before the ball was snapped. We see so often they get antsy, they start tipping the blitz, and then the offensive line and the running back is able to pick them up. But in this case, it didn't look before the snap like he was going to come. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounted for him, and he records the sack.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack. On 4th down, here's Ty Zentner to kick it. Calvin Austin, deep for the Steelers. This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action now. It's Geno. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The big fella, Quinnen Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of it.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And the Jets will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Coming free is Conklin. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, New York.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. A-Rod now to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Hall. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line. Enough to get the first down and keep it going.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he's into the end zone yet again. Breece Hall. Touchdown, New York. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hall. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Third and 5. From the gun, Rodgers. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Ready.
From the shotgun, Smith. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, Smith. That's brought in right side by Pickens. Him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Jets have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Play action now with Rodgers. That's complete to Jeremy Ruckert. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New York.
Here comes Hall on this toss to the right.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. The open man is Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
A give. Here's Hall. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They put Wilson in motion. They go play action with Smith. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A 1st down throw for Smith. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
That's complete to lock it outright. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
There we go, Sonoma.
Working out of the gun, Smith. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance. The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles, so often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
second down, Rodgers. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On third down, it's Allen. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
It's first down, and it's Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he will score again. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Zuerlein's kick, up and good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. Now, Watkins on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and it'll bring up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
53, 53.
Throwing on second down, Smith. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, sit down.
From the gun, it's Geno. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On the ground, it's Allen. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Another run, and again, it's Allen. And he will score. Braylon Allen. Touchdown, New York. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets tack on one more to their lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. Now Watkins on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 29.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go again here to Conner. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Allen. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They go back to Allen. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. Here's Austin to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field.
Here we go.
On first down, the drive begins with Connor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the pistol, Smith. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Gino to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. this one a win for the visiting Jets. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.